Hello again, Domitropher, and welcome to another video, and this one will be something video game related. Now, I'm still continuing on with my Wii U Thoughts and Opinions series. Now, this one will be part 3. If you've not watched any of my series, or, you wondered, part 1 was my thoughts about the Wii U with 2011, especially with E3, and the rest of the year. Part 2 was my thoughts about during the Wii U in 2012 as well, alongside its launch. And part 3, this one will be about my thoughts about the console in 2013. Now, 2013 was a very interesting year for the Wii U. Not only was, it the newest console and the start of the new generation, but it also was the start of its first full year. And it was going to be very, very interesting for what we would have seen. Now, at the time, obviously the current consoles were the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the new generation console, the Wii U. So we had 3 different consoles alongside PC. And I think at first it was very exciting for Nintendo owners to be treated as the same when it came to a lot of a lot of third-party games. It really, really felt that we were getting the same, understanding, same everything when it came to what Sony and Microsoft alongside PC were getting. And at first it started really, really well, and there were so many games that were being released for it. There were so many great games released during 2013, and I think one of them I liked. It was an exclusive at first, and that was Lego City Undercover, which is obviously a Lego game, and it was actually exclusive to the Wii U for around near 4 years, because now we're in 2017. It is being a multi-platform game. It's releasing on the PS4, the Xbox One, and Switch and PC. But overall, it's still worth picking up, because it's a really, really fun game, and it was just amazing to see a new exciting exclusive game for the Wii U, even though there were many to come. And Lego City Undercover is kind of seen as basically Lego Grand Theft Auto, and I quite agree with that, because it's just the way it is. But it's just an amazing game. There's a lot of great stuff in that game that made it worthwhile. And then over the past few months that year, there was so much great stuff that came out. And I think one of the biggest ones was Zelda Wind Waker HD, which is basically a port of the GameCube game. And it was really, really good to see some sort of new Zelda stuff on the Wii U. Even though it was, an old game ported to the Wii U, it was great to see that. But obviously that year, it was revealed that we were going to get, obviously, the new Zelda game titled Zelda Wii U. And it was going to be released in 2015, and it got a lot of people excited. Because obviously there was a showing during E3 2011, but Nintendo did not put that out just to say, oh well, Zelda HD is coming, and we're gonna be I'm trying to think now. We're doing it all for Zelda HD, but we're not doing it for that. They did it for basically as an HD experience for the Wii U, and it looks amazing. I've seen footage of that HD experience, not personally, and I've not properly used it, but I've seen footage online, and it looks amazing. I think even now it still looks like, wow, that's a really, really amazing. But we also got the start of the Virtual Console, which is another thing that was amazing with the Wii U. Even though it did not launch alongside the console, it was great to see the Wii U Virtual Console happen. And we got a bunch of NES and Super Nintendo games, which was good, but it was interesting to see what the future of the Virtual Console will be. Will be. And one of the biggest games that we got was Earthbound, aka Mother 2. And that was a game that people were so happy to see on the console, self included. I thought, I did want to play this game. And I thought, what, this is going to do really, really well. And I purchased it, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. It really is a great game. And then we saw so much other support, you know, for it. Sorry. And we saw so much support with it, and it was just amazing to see what we will be getting in the far future. But also, Wii U games wise, we got a lot of great stuff, but we also got a lot of bad third-party support. And basically, the problem with that was there were third-party companies releasing games for the Wii U ports that were really, really mediocre. And they always ended up being the worst version on the Wii U. And they always ended up being the gimped version. Which is a bit of a shame. Because, you know, the Wii U can easily run a lot of those games that were released in 2013. But the biggest example I can use is Sniper Elite V2. Now, I've never played that game. But what I've heard is that it's really, really buggy. And it's basically a dumbed down version of the game that doesn't have a lot of the features that are in the Xbox 360 version, PS3 version, and PC version. They don't have any of that sort of stuff. And unfortunately, the game flopped. And around that time, a lot of developers started blaming Nintendo fans for not buying their games. And the thing is that we have nothing to be blamed for. You know what I mean? We should not be blamed for not purchasing your games. Do you want to know why most of us do not purchase these third-party games on the Wii U? It's because half of them always end up being the worst version. And that's not the way it should be. You always have, obviously, the PC version, so you do, that always comes on top. So obviously it's the, you know, more powerful and, you know what I mean? Then you've got, as I said, you know, the Microsoft port, you know, that you've got the port on the Microsoft console. Then you've got the port on the Sony console. And always at the bottom, you always have the Nintendo one. And the thing is that we do buy our games. You know why most of us don't buy them? As I just said, because they always end up being gamed, more expensive, so they do, and it always ends up being the most inferior version. Why buy the game on the console that you love to bits, which gets the inferior version, a gimped version, and the most expensive version, when you can get it a lot more cheaper on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC? It doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? And I usually buy it just to support the console, but it's usually a game I want to play. And that was really the start of a lot of third parties starting to drop the console. And it hurt so much, it really, really did. And obviously we had the end of the year, we had obviously the new Sony Microsoft consoles. You know, we had the PlayStation 4 and we had the Xbox One. And once those two came out, most developers basically dropped the Wii U because it wasn't as powerful as those two consoles. Now, overall, and I've always said this, but the Wii U has a lot of power inside the console that makes it worthwhile. It's just so much great stuff in it. And the thing with it was, even though a lot of those games were made on, you know, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, they are fully able to run them on the Wii U. But the reason a lot of devs didn't do that was because of the lackluster sales of the console. A lot of companies did not want to support it until the sales picked up. And that's the thing about it. And it's quite upsetting because they've had a lot of potential. You know, there was a lot of, you know, Nintendo support, you know, during that year. You know, we had, you know, Super Mario 3D World, which is a great game. I love that game. And we also had a lot of amazing support with the eShop and the Virtual Console. And it was just going to get better and better, hopefully, you know what I mean, in the following years. Because, you know, this time the Wii U had already been out for a year. But we were looking forward to seeing what the future of the Wii U will have been. And that's what I can say, really. There's definitely a lot of stuff that, you know, made the Wii U worthwhile. But I think the biggest company that dropped the Wii U was Electronic Arts. Now, they supported the Wii U at launch, but overall they only supported them for around 6 months. And basically what happened was that during E3 2011, EA's CEO John Riccitiello came on stage during the Wii U's reveal, and basically said that, you know, we think, you know, basically Nintendo's console, I think it's amazing. I think we can have a better online support of the console, and the basically, you know, like the console. And he basically said that, you know, we think Nintendo's new console is revolutionary, transformational, and unique. And he just said, you know, at the end he just said, it says, thank you. We hope to see EA games on this new system. And they only gave us 4, which were FIFA 13, Madden 13, Mass Effect 3, and Need for Speed Most Wanted U. And 2 of those games that they released ended up being gimped. For example, FIFA 13 was basically using the FIFA 12 engine for the Wii U, and this is why a lot of people call it FIFA 12 with gamepad controls, since not only did it use the FIFA 12 engine, but it also didn't have the Ultimate Team mode, and it didn't have any of the other features that were in the other versions. But it was also £10 more. It was basically £50 for the Wii U version of FIFA 13, and you could get it cheaper at 40, you know what I mean? And you're getting the full experience. Mass Effect 3, it launched around the time when Mass Effect Trilogy came out, and basically EA and BioWare came out and stated that we were planning to release a trilogy on the Wii U, but if Mass Effect 3 is successful, we will bring it over. Unfortunately, ME3 on Wii U sold poorly, and basically their statement with it was, oh well, we don't think it was the right thing to do, you know. But a lot of people, I've always agreed with this. A lot of people have always stated to this day that they should have brought the full trilogy over to the Wii U, especially when you released it around the same time the Wii U launched. You know, the thing is, you released it for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and PC. If you brought the full Mass Effect trilogy to the Wii U, a lot of people would have loved it. A lot of people would have loved that you brought the full trilogy, but you never did. But it was also fully revealed that they wanted Nintendo to use their Origin service, and Nintendo declined because they wanted to use their own service. And with that, they basically were annoyed, aggravated, and they thought, you know what, screw you, Nintendo, we're not going to support you anymore. And that's what basically happened. But, you know, we don't know. Would it have been a good thing if Nintendo took their offer? I don't know. But it is what it is, really. Overall, in my opinion, I think 2013 was a great year. Overall, I think it was one of the best years for the Wii U. But obviously, with the other 2 new consoles out at the time, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, things were going to be changing very differently. So that's pretty much it. And my next video will be about 2014. I just want to say, I hope you enjoyed this video very, very much, and I hope you look forward to my next part, which will be about the Wii U, my thoughts in 2014. I just want to say, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all later on. So, see you later. Bye.